Wow, Floyd Mayweather punishes and G-checks Ryan Garcia. We gotta talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you come in SLC, subscribe, like, comment to the videos. It goes a long way when you guys do that. Again, SLC, subscribe, like, and comment. Floyd money, easy work. I ain't gotta worry about it. Like I said before, Canelo, he's going down in the Hall of Fame. And this is a guy I beat. I beat Canelo. But they not gonna give me my credit when I do these things. Floyd Mayweather lashes out to Ryan Garcia. In the latest interview, there's a phone interview from Fight Hype link in the description. Floyd Mayweather gets at Ryan Garcia and basically says Ryan Garcia out here clout chasing. And he says, you cannot speak bad about Canelo when you ain't done a fraction or the things that Canelo payday, you want payday. I know that when you haven't done the things that Canelo Alvarez has done. So he said that's not making sense to him. And this was, interesting because Mayweather, he admits that he's like, I take my shots at Canelo, but I can't knock them off. He going down in the Hall of Fame. He says Canelo will be a Hall of Famer. Pacquiao, I want to, it's up to, yeah. Manny Pacquiao is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Canelo, he said, and these are guys I beat. And, I like this from Floyd because, there's a saying, practice what you preach. And Floyd beat these guys. So when he says, oh, Canelo, he was nothing. I beat Canelo. He was some easy work. It looked like it was easy work. He fought Canelo. Right? It's not like Ryan Garcia, who hasn't been a real world champion, and he's talking about Canelo, who's older than him and got like 50 fights and multiple titles, been undisputed. And Floyd saying this stuff, he's at least in a position to commentate and say these remarks because he's telling Ryan Garcia, you need to accomplish what the people you're speaking about have done. And then again, Ryan's in a difficult position because you got a Hall of Famer, someone who literally a Hall of Famer. He was just inducted alongside Andre Ward and other great fighters. You got a guy like Floyd Mayweather. And even if Ryan Garcia gets mad, which he'll probably do, or he decides to take it to social media, which he'll probably do, what can he really say about Floyd Mayweather? You can't really say nothing. You can say, oh, I disagree, or Floyd's a hater. But again, Floyd is practicing what he preaches because he's done more than Ryan and he's beaten the guy. So he has at least the red carpet to speak on Canelo because he shared the ring with Canelo and he's done more than Canelo, right? In terms of live gates and bigger events and the amount of world champions, credible world champions he's beat, etc. So Ryan Garcia, I think the jig is up. People are demanding more and more of Ryan Garcia. No longer is it fashionable to just get on social media, Twitch, Instagram, and these different social media online places and do the things he's doing. People are demanding more of Ryan Garcia. If you're going to speak and talk ill on people, even if what Ryan Garcia says, there's some truth to it, people are going to look at it with the side eye because at the end of the day, they're like, you're not really in the position to say these things that you're saying about the people you're talking about. Because Ryan Garcia, let's be honest, he did say some stuff. He said, I'm in a stacked division and there's the likes of, Teofimo was just there. We got Devin Haney, who's undisputed, who's there. Javonte Davis. So I can't really fight a Matthew Hatton to become a champion, which is true, but different times, different strokes for different folks. Canelo came out the gates his way, but one thing Ryan can't deny is despite Matthew Hatton and Ryan Rhodes, Canelo did eventually step up his resume where he had the Floyd Mayweathers, the Austin Trouts, the Cottos, the guys like had no guys, please, Mexican style. And he started fighting better people. So Floyd brings up brilliant points. At the end of the day, Ryan Garcia, he got to step it up. And another thing is there's a Mayweather Promotions fighter, Javonte Tank Davis, who's doing very well for himself. Ryan Garcia is constantly and perpetually and continually talking about Javonte Davis more so than his own actual opponents. He'll fight Emmanuel Togo's sandwich or whoever, and somehow the narrative and the conversation is purely about Javonte Davis. And that it sounds really weird to me, because what part of the game is that? The fighters from yesteryear, when they would talk about a person, usually it was because they wanted to fight that person. I remember Shane Mosley, even, he got in the ring after Floyd Mayweather beat Juan Manuel Marquez. That was merely because Shane Mosley wanted to fight, at that point, Floyd Mayweather himself. But now we live in an age where you see this clout chasing, and it's gone haywire, where people are talking about fights they know they won't get, or they have other scheduled fights that have been signed on the dotted line. And at the end of the day, people are mentioning these fights as if they don't have contracted fight flyers and posters for another guy. That is really weird. And I don't think I'll ever be content with that, because I don't come from an era of clout chasing. It's just like ghostwriting in hip hop. You guys can feel what you want, but I come from hip hop. So at the end of the day, when it comes to the hip hop, it is hard for me to say someone is a top lyricist if they didn't write their own rhymes, because how are you the top? Whoever wrote the rhymes, they're the top lyricist. If there's a song and you're like, ooh, that bar was hard, or, you know, you were spitting, you weren't really spitting, you were just reciting. And that's a difference. You know, I'm a titan. When I get in the mic and get in the booth, I'm writing, you know, I'm not reciting. So at the end of the day, it's a bit harder for me to give someone credit for spitting someone else's bars. And in the same way, it's the same thing in boxing. You don't get accolades and praise for hypothetical fights that aren't actually coming into fruition, because you're 24/7 calling somebody out. Like, that's not, to me, that's not good enough. You actually have to step in that squared circle and accomplish the things you're saying. Like, Ryan can't just say, oh, I'm going to knock out Tank Davis. You got to show us that. So Floyd Mayweather was cooking. I think he did a great job. And he said, when it comes to beef, I'm always on the receiving end, and I don't really start it. It's a cause and effect, more or less. Like, people will say stuff, and, you know, I never hate on people. I allow people to be who they are, etc. So make sure you guys check out Floyd Mayweather's latest interview. We kind of put Ryan Garcia in his place. In the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics, and it showed me something. 50% of the people that watch my content subscribe. The other 50% did not. So please, make sure you guys come in, SLC, subscribe, like, comment. It goes a long way, so others that are looking for this content can be well informed as to what's going on in the world of boxing. So reach one, teach one. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. I'm the best in the business. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego. Signing off. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxing Ego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with a $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.